Let's talk a little bit about barriers. Once you are clear about this dream offer that you have, and you really do know with great certainty what it is you would like to do as a next step in the career that you've created for yourself in mental health, what possibly can stop you from being successful? These are the kinds of conversations that I love having with people because when we identify what some of these potential barriers are to your success, we can create a strategy to remove them so you can keep moving forward and getting good results. All right. So, one of the bigger issues that I see people do when they've made the decision to position themselves as experts, they have a clear niche, they know what the offer is that they want to put together, then they decide to DIY their brand. In an earlier video, we talk about all of the different professionals that are a part of creating an up-leveled experience and an up-leveled outcome for yourself as a business when you're trying to create an online presence. So when you choose to DIY your own website, and this is not a skill set that you have, when you decide to DIY your own photos using your iPhone, it will show in the level of quality that you're able to produce. If this is not something that you do professionally and you don't have access to someone who does this professionally, you're going to need to pay a professional in order to get a professional result. That kind of sounded like a tongue twister, but I think you know where I'm going with this. If this isn't something you do every day, you won't have the nuanced eye and skill set needed to know how to position things just so that it supports this status of expert that you're trying to put out there to sell your high-end offer. Okay. Another thing I want you to think about is the stress level that it will take in order for you to try to kind of scale that learning curve all by yourself. So when you're already working to gather enough confidence to put yourself out there as an expert and kind of say what it is you bring to the table, do we need the added pressure of trying to learn how to be a web developer at the same time? So just consider that while you're pulling together your budget, trying to create, this platform to up level your business, be sure that you're ready to invest in the people that can help you do that. Now, let's talk a little bit more about that investing process. Sometimes I will see people be willing to invest, but then they want to skimp on the details. Oh, what a mistake, what a mistake. If you have already paid for someone to create your website, and they say to you that they need a professional photo shoot and that you need to have your makeup done for that photo shoot, please comply because they are trying to give you the best possible result. And there's nothing worse than trying to build an up-leveled website with component pieces that are not up-leveled, right? And so if you've invested, go all the way. Do the things that are required in order for you to get the best possible outcome. This is not the place to try to skimp. Okay. Another area where I see people kind of short circuiting their process is when they're not thinking that they need a coach to support them with particular areas, right? So maybe you feel like you've got a good idea. You think you know what it's going to take for you to put it out there, and you're giving it a try, and you're noticing that you keep coming up against mindset blocks. You might notice that you're feeling less confident than you'd like to, or that you can't quite identify which opportunities are a good fit, or trying to develop a marketing strategy that fits your niche and your audience is something that eludes you. This is the role that coaches play in your life. And so I know for sure in my almost 20 years in business, I've had several different kinds of coaches in order for me to help my business grow. The same is probably going to be the case for you. You might be an expert in what you know, but it's impossible that you're going to be an expert in all of the things. So we're not going to DIY all of our brand elements unless you actually have the creative skill to do so. And we're not going to shortchange our entrepreneurial journey by not accessing a community of support or a coach when we know that there may be some mindset blocks that can hold us back. Okay. So when it's time for you to put that offer out there, you want to give yourself every possible advantage, not just in how it appears, but how it feels for you when it's time for you to go for it, right? So that means investing all of the time needed to really think this through and map it out so you're not going out there half-cocked, investing the money in the professionals that are going to give you the best result, right? And really investing energy so that you're kind of bringing your full self to the process. Listen, I would rather you wait until you're able to put your best foot out there instead of kind of going out half-cocked asking for large offers. Your dreams do not have an expiration date. Instead, feel prepared when you're getting started. That way, the level of confidence that you're going to need to grow is there. Okay. Now, one other piece I want to say, I can hear it ringing in my ears as I'm saying this. This does not mean that you have to have everything perfect. There's a difference between being prepared and being perfect. So I want it to be that you've put some thought into what you're putting out there and you're putting your best foot forward, but you do not have to have perfection in order for you to begin. The point is that this is a journey that you can benefit from packing some things in place before you get started, but it is a journey. And so your first step won't be the last. You and your business are going to continue to evolve and grow. And the best way to encourage your best result is to absolutely invest in the supports to get you there. I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes sense. I love talking to mental health professionals that are serious about their entrepreneurial journey, because when you create a business that really is thriving, not only do you take good care of yourself so that you can kind of avoid burnout and stay in the field longer, but you have the potential to put out services and programs and offers that really can be life-changing for people who absolutely need what we bring to the table. So if this was helpful, please go ahead and push like or share that with another mental health professional that needs to hear some of this perspective. And if you haven't already, and this is not your first time visiting with me, go ahead and subscribe, because we are going to be back regularly with content to help you take good care of yourself, help you to take good care of your clients, and of course, take good care of business.